Oh, how are you at work? What's going on, man? Oh my god, that was a fun stream last night, wasn't it? Let's just wait for everyone to get in. Homework. Did you see that Michael Chandler is done sitting around waiting for Conor McGregor, man? He's finally moving on. Pretty crazy, huh? I think that is like some of the wildest news of the day. Like it has been so long that Michael Chandler's just been sitting around waiting for Conor McGregor, and he's finally done. Northwest, what's up, brother? How you going, man? What's good? I'm good, bro. I was falling asleep watching Lucas Tracy be a beast. So I pumped the settings up to hard, and the very last fight I ended up finally beating Lucas Tracy on a hard, which was great. Knocked him out cold. So I was thinking I was gonna take that entire stream and then edit it down to like a 5 minute video and just upload it for fun, like me versus Lucas Tracy. So yeah, man, that was like the general plan of it to start off with. Yeah, the fight with Connor's not going to happen. Yeah, I think there was even images that came out of Conor McGregor at a bar, man, like back at the Black Forge, getting back on the piss. Northwest, that Chandler fight Chandler should have said that 18 months ago. Yeah, dude, I know. I mean, it's such a weird turn of events, isn't it, Lucas Glacy? So Northwest, you missed it, man. Last night I did a. Let me turn down the music now that we're here and we're chilling. Just while we get more people to come across. So last night, man, I jumped on like a, later than I usually jump on. So like the regular audience that watches these streams was all in bed, all gone, whatever, all good. I was like, no one's gonna jump on because it's not my usual time zone. So I booted up the PlayStation and started playing UFC 4 and made a character for Lucas Tracy, and it was just me fighting Lucas Tracy back and forth over and over again. It's pretty good. It was pretty fun. But yeah, then I bumped him up to hard mode and like he was kicking my ass for like I think for about an hour. Lucas Tracy kicked the fuck out of me. But then the last one, I was like, nah, we're doing this. We got the win. Went to bed. Good times were had by all. Um, the source I know reported that Conor versus Chandler isn't happening anymore, and Chandler will have a new opponent. And what do you know? A few hours later, Chandler tweeting out stuff relating to Max and the BMF. That is wild homework. That is honestly wild. I listen. I'm happy for Michael Chandler to finally move on past this Conor McGregor saga. Um, it's very strange that it's for Max for the BMF because Michael Chandler isn't a BMF, but who cares? Like the belt is a what's the right word for it? The belt is sort of a stand-in WWE belt, isn't it? Like there's really no need to have a BMF belt. It's just a good fight for Chandler. So good on them. So the fact that the BMF belt is there doesn't really matter at all. Um, yeah, good for Chandler. And yeah, like it's clear that Conor McGregor is never coming back to the UFC. I think this whole thing was a contract play. I 100% think that Conor McGregor pushed for UFC 303, announced it on his own Instagram, on his own Twitter at New Year's, got the UFC to get the marketing going, got all the ducks in a row, and then when I want a new contract, and the UFC were like, not for that much. And he was like, "You listen, look how much you're going to waste on me not being there." And the UFC are like, "You're not the star of the show. We are the star of the show." So I think that's what happened there, man. Bad Math was in my live earlier. I feel honored to have a celebrity in my stream. Hey, good on him, man. That's good. I'm happy to hear that like you're starting to percolate around the smaller MMA YouTuber circles like me and Bad Math. Not that we're like MMA YouTubers, like you've got more subs than we do, man. But it's good to see that like I think the community building is so good because people will follow Bad Math and people will like jump on these streams and like it'll just help build and build and build. So it's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. Not like Northwest, if you want any sort of feedback at all when it comes to like the YouTube side of things, man, I the algorithm is a very, very weird thing, the YouTube algorithm, and like mixing in some of your like some of your lifestyle stuff along with the MMA stuff could help skew the algorithm, but You're doing your thing, man. You're doing your own thing. So good on you, dude. Lucas Tracy's character is cursed, bro. Scary looking individual. I know it was fucked, wasn't it? It's gonna be a fun video to upload, man. It's gonna be a fun video to upload. I think Chandler realized he's going to be 40 sooner rather than later, and he probably got a shock by that. Yeah, man. I think that's exactly what it was, dude. I think that's exactly what it was. Like he's sitting around like Connor is just never gonna sign on the fucking dotted line. It's just never gonna happen. So yeah, yeah. Oh, good on Chandler. Good on Chandler for finally moving on, man. Good on him for finally moving on. Um, rising tides lifts all boats. I think so. That's how I do it, man. That's how I do it. I'm a small MMA YouTuber too. Yeah, dude, but you got a couple of thousand subs. You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. So yeah, man, it's good to see. Should DDP say the N word to build the fight from LR? No, he shouldn't. He should be an absolute gentleman and let Israel Adesanya sink his own boat, to steal a line from homework there, LR. How are you, man? It's good to see you again. Um, yeah, let fucking Izzy sink his own ship here, mate. Like Izzy's already gone and posted a Nazi meme on Twitter. like, like just let Izzy sink himself, man. Um, I might have more subs, but I get less views. I do a little bit of everything. It's a variety channel. Yeah, the variety channel is what's hard for the algorithm, is what I was thinking, Northwest. Like when I was watching your channel and like looking through your stuff, like it's very hard for YouTube to know where to place you. But I mean, like me and Bad Math, and pretty much like I think everyone in our circle, like the whole community thing is built through live streams and going back and forth with the community. So I think as long as that grows, you'll just keep growing, and yeah, man, it'll be good. It'll be good. Dougie, here's my take. Connor will fight one more time in his career because no way he is ending it on a broken leg. But his opponent might not be Chandler. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So I'm guessing you think he's going to fight one more time in the UFC. He just doesn't want Chandler. Interesting. I do. So I think Connor, TCW Entertainment. We talking all-time strikers? Yeah, why not? Why not? We can put him in there. We can go all-time strikers. We haven't even started the tier list yet, man. We've just been catching up on the news of Conor McGregor and Holloway. But yeah, chuck in some names and we'll get it going. Um, so homework. You think that he's going to fight in the UFC again, but it's not going to be against Michael Chandler? I don't think he's ever going to fight in the UFC again. Um, put Chuck Liddell at a bare minimum A. Okay, all right, we can chuck him in there. We can chuck Chuck Liddell in there. I don't know if he's an A. You know, like the game does evolve, but yeah, sure, man, we can put him in there. I didn't even thought about going back to some of the old heads, like some of the OGs, like Liddell. Um, I think Conor McGregor is going to go on to have a long career, homework, a very long career. I just don't think it's going to be in the UFC. He was a good counter striker. That's true, TCW. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. I'll bring him onto our list with the ability to push forward. That's true. That's true. I'll bring him onto our list. I don't think let me get over to my bloody pile here and get some Chuck Liddell going. Looks like people are starting to come in. We'll get this list going, man. We'll get the list going. Chuck Liddell, look at that stare. Oh my God. Look at that 1,000-yard stare. Save images. Chuck Liddell. All right, let's get the tier list going, guys. How are we going? How are we going? With the ability to push forward, in my opinion, I think Conor doesn't care if Chandler gets to fight him or not, but he will fight at least once more in the UFC. I'm sure he might have more fights. Yeah, I think he's going to have lots more fights, but I think they're going to happen over at bare knuckle, is what I was essentially getting to. Allberg is out, and Paulo Costa will most likely be the replacement. This will probably be officially announced tomorrow, but I have a source. What is going on with you and homework with the secret sources backstage at the UFC? How come you guys getting all the juicy news? What is going on here? If he kicks more often, if Chuck Liddell kicks more often, he'd probably hold his own currently. Yeah, that's the thing. Like with the fluidity of the striking in modern MMA, that really does change things. So yeah, like he's got to have that kicks to open up the striking. But I like where your head's at. TCW Entertainment. Pereira is S tier. What's good, Anakin? What's good? What's good? Weigh-ins are live at MMA. The weigh-ins are live. Holy shit! If you want to check it out, I didn't know the weigh-ins were happening right now, Anakin. I did not know that, dude. That's I guess the time zones are all different because of it being over in Saudi Arabia, huh? Chuck Liddell. What do we reckon? An A tier striker from CTW. Chuck Liddell going in the A tier. Um, Rampage is a tough one because at his peak, you'll argue S since he couldn't clinch strike, leg kick, and had good boxing. Yeah, that's like if you can't sort of. This is why I said TCW. I was thinking like, are we gonna do a boxing tier list or a striking tier list? Because if it was a boxing tier list, I couldn't even put in fighters like say Islam Makhachev, who's got great striking. Like there's like MMA striking, which is sort of like a fluid mix of kickboxing, Muay Thai, and boxing, and then there's like just clean boxing. Allberg pulled out, so it's so whack. Anthony Smith is the easiest win for him. That card, what has been going on lately with all the weight changes and all the fights changing? It's fucking crazy, man. It is honestly crazy. And it's Anakin saying what's up to Northwest. But in the UFC, a lot of time he mostly boxed. S for Alex is probably fair. And are we counting defensive and offensive? We are counting all striking DC. We are counting all striking TCW, all striking. So yeah, offensive, defensive, which really like Israel Adesanya puts him at a question mark, like for the defensive and offensive striking. Like Izzy becomes very, very like his defensive striking is fucking brilliant. All just striking tier list, man. It doesn't have to be all time. Just say a name, we'll pull them up, we'll talk about them, we'll chuck them in there. It's just something to get the conversation flowing, Mo. Um, Dougie, I actually know Hamzat was potentially pulling out the day before it was official. I was devastated, bro. No shit, homework. There you go, man. Why you guys got the fucking? Why do you guys get the backstage pass? What's going on? The tier list needs a Paddy Pimlet tier. Paddy Pimlet's on the side of the screen, man. Don't worry about that. Paddy Pimlet's on the side of the screen. Who's better than Alex Pereira? O'Malley? I would say like Alex Pereira is really good, but he does seem to just have a low kick and a counter hook. Northwest like that's sort of Alex Pereira's game, isn't it? It's that low kick, counter hook, low kick, counter hook. You should do boxing like Jan, Max, etc. We could look, Anakin. This isn't going to be the last tier list we ever do. You know what I mean? Next month we could do just a boxing tier list. Um, if you say striking, then I think it should be overall. So I think Rampage should still be high. Rampage as well, man. I like TCW coming in with like all the old head stuff, man. Mo, it's good to see you, brother. How are you, dude? I hope you've been well, man. Yeah, this is striking. Striking for everybody. Peak Rampage, I'd argue, is S tier, maybe at his worst B tier. I mean, that door stood no chance. TCW, absolutely no chance at all, mate. Beautiful picture of Izzy and his dog. You got to pay respect to the greats. Yeah, no, you got to respect the greats. Luke Rockhold is a high beat. No, 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 no. I can't put Luke Rockhold at a high beat. There might have been like a moment in time where he had it TCW, but he fell off so bad. I can't keep him up there, man. Sham, Sammy Shiflet, Fatty Finley. Islam Makhachev would have put him at B tier. Yeah, okay, let's move Izzy for now. I like that. I like that. Because his striking is sort of his striking because of the takedowns. Like it's not the cleanest striking, and he does get hit a lot. Defensively, he is not that clean, is he, Mo? D tier isn't low enough for Paddy B in the Astros. I know, but it is what we got, mate. It is what we got. Yarn is S tier. Yarn is fucking S tier. TCW. That one I can get on board with. Paddy Pimlet is the number one overall goat at turning English breakfast ingredients into insults. Northwest. That's the only thing he's a goat at. Izzy is such a weird striker. All right, let's bring Izzy back onto the screen since we're talking about Izzy. There we go. We'll put Izzy back on the screen. Izzy is such a weird striker. He won the majority of the rounds against Alex in the UFC and kickboxing, but would get outstruck by Jan, arguably lose to Rob, Romero, Canamir. They were all doing good against him. I know. Izzy likes, if you don't give Izzy the room to play, then his striking falls apart. Like he needs to have the room and get into his rhythm. But if he does have the room and he does get into his rhythm, he's a damn good striker. But when he was so handedly outstruck by Sean Strickland, can you put him in S tier? Like, shouldn't he go in B tier? I think this might be the first poll that we squeeze out. Like, is Izzy A tier or B tier? That might be the first poll that we squeeze out, chat. Izzy is such a wit. Yep, MMA Guru's Padwork. What's up, man? How you been, dude? I've been thinking about what you said actually, and I'm absolutely delusional if you think a fat snub like MMA Guru, who has never been in a fight in his life, could take out a UFC heavyweight. Islam Makhachev is B tier. Islam Makhachev gets hit a lot. MMA Guru's Padwork, and his striking only sort of opens up because people are scared of him taking them down. MMA Guru has done Taekwondo. I don't know where you get this idea from that he has not done any fighting ever in his life. He did Taekwondo for like 2 years. I don't understand. But we're past delusion. We're past the delusion tier list now. MMA Guru's Padwork. That one's been locked in, brother. Yoshi, what's up, man? How you going? How you going? How you going? The lighter men are usually more skilled, but I don't know if you care too much more about that or the striking the division at the time they were fighting. Yeah, like the skinnier guys definitely have better skills for sure. But I think it's more just like visually cleaner striking, like just what do you see as like less holes in the game? They're pretty much good at hitting the opponent and not getting hit. Islam is A tier. We might need to squeeze out a poll for Islam. I think he gets hit too much. I think Islam Makhachev gets hit too much to be an A tier striker, man. Point at the center of the screen and put Max at S tier. Point at the center of the screen and put Max at S tier. We'll get to Holloway, man. We're talking about Izzy right now, Ella. Izzy has been outstruck too many times and has too many close fights to be S tier. A tier is fair. You forgot about Sean Strickland. We haven't started yet, homework. We haven't even started yet, man. We're getting to it. Izzy is obviously a way better striker than Islam Makhachev. We can't have them be in the same tier. Yeah, but we can have like Izzy at a high B tier and Islam Makhachev like slightly behind him. Do you know what I mean, Mo? We could do it like that. This is what I don't get with Izzy. He can win a lot of rounds against Alex, a two-time glory champ, and then look god-awful against other people. Because Alex Pereira is that counter hook and low kick. Like Alex Pereira, it's styles make fights, isn't it, guys? Like Alex Pereira's style is so good for allowing Izzy to have his style, if that makes sense. Like if you pressure Izzy, he can't get his flow going. He can't get his range going. He can't get his counters going, like what Sean Strickland did. But if you're Alex Pereira and you want to play that lengthy tat-for-tat game, then all of a sudden, Israel Adesanya looks like a fucking world beater. So, chat, I will get to you, but let's squeeze out the first poll. He's clearly not an S tier, but he's clearly not a C tier either. So where do we put Israel Adesanya? I would argue he is the top end of the B tier, but that's just me. You guys go nuts in chat and have a little chat. All right. I forgot about Sean Strickland. It was like, oh yeah, we can't have them in the same tier. That's what I forgot. Yeah. He has the lowest strikes absorbed in lightweight history. Ooh, shit, that's pretty good. I mean, that's his counter striking, isn't it, Northwest? Really? Does he really, man? The lowest strikes absorbed in light. No, that must be Pereira. No, who are you talking about? Shit. Sorry, Northwest. Who are we talking about in lightweight history? Islam. Holy shit. Does he really? He has the lowest amount of strikes absorbed in lightweight history. That actually surprises me, Northwest. I'm just going to blindly take your word for it, but that is shocking to me, man. If we consider Izzy B tier, Islam must go lower. All right. Islam is below B tier. The takedowns don't translate into MMA that well, especially if you were 9 years old when you trained it. MMA Guru's Padwork. You're blowing my bloody head here, mate. The Taekwondo. Oh, right. Okay. Islam is below B tier, and the Taekwondo doesn't matter to MMA that well, especially if you were 9 years old when you trained it. Man, you really hate MMA Guru. You really hate MMA Guru. Well, you hate MMA Guru less than I hate everyone in the heavyweight division outside of the top 7. So we're just going to have to agree to disagree, Padwork. What's up, Dougie? How you going, man? I think Izzy underestimated Yan, and unfortunately he didn't realize Yan was in his prime at the time and took his O. True, man. I mean, I forgot Sean Strickland schooled Izzy. Dustin S is an argument. Oh, MMA striking is different because Islam can strike decent, but half of the threat is because the takedowns can happen. And I know, that makes sense. That does make sense. Bro, honestly, I would put an A minus or a B plus. These aren't tiers. This is how we got to do it, man. This is the format of the internet these days, bro. Oi, chat ahead. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? It keeps guys tied up. This is the best strikers in the UFC tier list. We are about to figure out where we get to. Israel Adesanya, where are we at? What in the dog doing? What's up, Axel Fox MMA? How you been, boys? All right, Israel Adesanya is a B tier striker. Here he is, the top of the B tier list. Israel Adesanya is as good as B tier can get. He's as good as B tier can get. There we go. And Islam Makhachev can slot in just behind him. Okay. TCW. Dustin as a S argument in MMA striking is different because Islam can strike decent, but half of it is because his takedowns can happen. Yeah, that's true. And he keeps guys tied up. Just count the top of B, B plus, and so forth. Yep, Luke Rockhold is at B. Man, I'd be putting Luke Rockhold at C these days. Cheddarhead. Are you the same Cheddarhead that trolls Bisping? This is the Cheddarhead that trolls Michael Bisping, the one and only. We salute you, Cheddarhead. You do the bloody Lord's work, mate. Awesome offense, but not good defense. Jones A. Ooh, Jones is never. Jones' striking is kind of dog shit. Can we talk about that? Like the Tiago. Let's do Jones next. Brother, Rockhold has elite grappling. Magomed Ankalaev. I'm so happy that you got here. I'm so happy that you finally got here, Magomed. I've missed you. Now, chat. Let's do Magomed, and then we'll do John Jones. Now that Magomed's here. Brother, Rockhold has elite grappling. That was easily the funniest, simplest troll job I've ever seen. I guess you're talking about Cheddarhead just trolling the shit out of Bisping and getting him to say retarded names. He has the reverse skill tree of striking. John Jones, TCW, I agree, man. Atheist Bisping said Jesus isn't real to Vitor. Then Jesus took it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice, mate. Nice. Muhammad. Imagine Magomed is the one to KO Alex Dougie. Oh, mate. This whole channel is going to go from a Dustin Poirier channel to a Magomed Ankalaev channel. Miguel, what's up, brother? What's up? What's up? Yeah, he can do really crazy strikes because of his size, but his defense suffers. As for Jones, your channel's good. Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate it, man. Gustafsson is an S or an A. Well, you see, TCW, when I was picturing John Jones, I'm picturing like that Thiago Santos ass whooping, that Dominic Reyes ass whooping, like the dragged out fight with Anthony Smith. Like his striking is not that good, man. Magomed KO wrestler and Magomed KO'd Walker and Kutalaba twice. Pereira is ducking him for a reason, brother. Smart man, Toad. Did you guys know that if you double tap the stream, it likes it? Thanks, Cheddarhead. I appreciate it, man. Jones's striking back in the day was so creative. Yes, it was, but that's fallen off so much, isn't it? Kevin Holland A, Wonderboy S. I like these suggestions. TCW, please bring them up again, man, when we get deeper into the stream. Magomed needs to be S tier for turning Walker's nose inside out and picking him to KO. You're going to be picking him to KO Alex. Okay, so we're feeling like Magomed Ankalaev is going to be dropping down into the A tier. He's going to be dropping down into the A tier. I'm going to say striking is more creative and better than Chuck Liddell. I'm going to say Chuck Liddell is just a damn good forward pressure boxer. But there we go. I think Magomed Ankalaev can slip into the A tier, mate. Wow, I didn't expect that, man. Bisping gets owned a lot. That's his whole channel is being trolled by his chat. Holland minus F. Jones didn't lose to Santos. He did, Miguel. He did. Go back and watch that fight. He did. Jones needs C tier max. I think so. If Holland is A, that means Islam is S. Good input, Northwest. No light heavyweight has ever landed good strike on me, brother. Your striking is damn good, bro. So far you're winning the top of A tier. So, be okay with it, boys. All right, let's do John Jones, huh? Let me get John Jones, and then I'll get back to chat. Here we go. Oh, I have a photo of John Jones already loaded up, ready to go. I'm so dumb, chat. I'm so dumb. Let me scroll down and where's me John Jones? Where are you, buddy? Where's me favorite photo of John Jones that I use all the time? All the time. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my John Jones photo? Where is my favorite John Jones photo? There it is. Good. Yes, crying John Jones. Now, considering, because I noticed that there seems to be a bit of back and forth on this one, chat. Considering that John Jones lost to a one-kneed Thiago Santos and got the piss beaten out of him by Dominic Reyes, I would like to start the voting that John Jones belongs on B tier, at the back of B tier. What do you reckon? Hill, we will get to Hill, Dougie's memo. Jones' striking is good. His left leg is a weapon. He fucked Smith up bad. Yeah, fair. Magomed is a solid A. Magomed is a solid A, man. Chuck's got notorious counters, though. He's good from odd angles. That's fair, TCW. This is actually funny. Ankalaev got exposed on the feet by Jan. That's a good point, MMA Guru's pad work. We're going to move Ankalaev back on the tier list. That's a good point, man. I like that one. Jones's striking isn't the same as a world-class kickboxer, but he is good. I disagree, Miguel. I think he's got dog shit striking. I think A is too far. Maybe the top of B tier for Jones. That's what I reckon, mate. Ion Kutablava is S tier. He smoked Magomed if the ref didn't call the first fight. It was an early stoppage. What is the list of the best strikers? This is the list of the best strikers. Poatan has no chance. Even if Alex chews his calves up like Jan did, look how Magomed wrestle grapes Jan. Imagine how he does if Pereira has to shoot at all. Yeah, sorry, if he starts to impose the grappling as well as mixing in the striking, Axel Fox, then he's fucked. That's a good point, man. Inko Talava plays silly game, gets silly outcome, brother. Jamal Hill will hold up the paper champion belt high up for the rest of his life. Jamal Hill is going to watch this back and cry about it. Jones is C tier. Jones is C tier. Jones is C tier. Holy shit. Can't lie. Jones is C tier. C tier. C tier. Oh my god. Jones's reach makes it at least B tier. What's up, Casual? How you going, man? It looks like John Jones might be the first entry into C tier for striking. Okay, so if John Jones goes into the C tier for striking, then obviously Anthony Smith has to go behind him because Anthony Smith got the shit beaten out of him. Now we're gonna move. I think let's move these boys down a bit on A tier because I know we're gonna fill them up. Because MMA Guru's pad work made a damn good point. You know, Jan's leg kicks did beat the fuck out of Ankalaev. Sorry, Ankalaev. Jan's shins are made of steel. True, man. Jones hasn't KO'd anyone in like 10 years. That one KO he had was a no contest. That's a good point, Axel. Pereira's on another level. Should we do Pereira now? What do we reckon? Anthony Smith is C as well. Yep. Shout out a name in chat. Who should we do next? I think we should probably do Pereira, huh? Well, I mean, I have someone here loaded up, ready to go. So maybe we'll do this person and then we'll do Pereira. Pereira is the best striker. You want to do Gustafsson? Let me write these names down so I remember. Notepad. We want to do Gustafsson. Obviously, we want to do Pereira. I don't need to write that one down, but I'm going to. Gustafsson, Pereira. All right, let's go. Shavkat. Oh, I like the Shavkat one. Pre-COVID, Tony is A tier. Now D tier, but he's... Yeah, so... Where, like, this is the thing. Tony, you know what? I can, like, forgive Chuck Liddell because he's not in the UFC anymore. So I can, like, honor Chuck Liddell's memory by putting him at A tier. But Tony refuses to retire. So he is still in active competition in the UFC. So I think he's got to face the consequences for that. I think he's got to face the consequences for that, right? Zabit? Oh, fuck, man. That's a hard one. Put JDM in the SSS tier, not SS tier. the SSS tier. We'll put Sean Strickland in the SS tier. Um, Tony's in B tier. These guys, the guys in one are so good at striking. That's true, Miguel. That's true. That's true. Great pressure, but his defense is ugh. How is Magomed so high up? Bit of a Magomed glaze. But just because he's in chat. No, no. Magomed Ankalaev is a damn good striker, man. Damn good striker. But as we evolve this, he might move down the list, man. Pre-COVID, Tony got busted up by Bernarda, Lee, and Pettis. But he busted back. He busted back, man. Now, Izzy needs the SS tier after the Twitter post. That's a good point, Axel. Fine, B tier. He's above Anthony Smith. Mark Hunt is in S tier. Now you're trolling, TCW. Tony should go above S in meth tier. You can't put... Chedhead says you can't put Tony below Anthony Smith or I'm leaving. Watch me, mate. Here's the thing, right? Tony Ferguson was piecing up Michael Chandler in their first round. Tony Ferguson was piecing up Michael Chandler in their first round. He was. He was, man. Tony Ferguson always looks good until he doesn't look good, right? That's called being tough and having great cardio, not technical skill. No one has ever touched Ank on the face except Yarn with calf kicks, to be honest. No one has ever touched Ankalaev on the face except Yarn with the calf kicks. No one has ever touched Ank on the feet, sorry, except Yarn with the calf. Yeah, Ankalaev's really fucking good, man. Really fucking good, man. At heavyweight, he's one of the best strikers. Oh, no, dude, no, come on. Like, at heavyweight, you've got to be talking, like, now, Cyril Gahn, you've got to be talking Tom Aspinall. Like, I think Mark Hunt is just tough as nails, TCW. Prime Tony, B tier. But he's still in the UFC. Underrated counter-striking. Michael Chandler has terrible striking. He does, man. He does. I almost want a decision to go against JDS. How dare he almost went to a decision against JDS. True. You're still on Mike Hunt. I gotta remember that. On Mike Hunt. On my Hunt. Mike Hunt. Mark Hunt. I love Tony. All right. Looks like chat wants Tony at a solid B. Well done, chat. You've bullied me into it. Don't let him bully us, son. You've bullied me into Tony Ferguson going as a solid B tier. All right. There you go. All right, chat. Fucking subscribe to the channel. Like this stream right now. Otherwise, I'm moving Tony down here. All right. I need to see that love heart start. You see the love heart on the side of your screen? I need to see that. Or if we're in vertical, those top 3 buttons, or double tap the screen. I need to see some love hearts going. Otherwise, we're not moving Tony Ferguson. All right. I'm not going to be bullied by my own chat. That's where Tony goes. Until that 100. Come on. Yep. All right. There we go. Fine. There you go, chat. Yeah, you're talking Mark Hunt. I'm with you. Yarn was blasting leg kicks on Ankalaev, though. I know, that's why we moved him down, Chedhead. We made some room then. That's why we made some room. My all-time favorite fighter has a 7-fight losing streak, and it's disgusting. It hurts us all. Axel? No, that was Northwest. It hurts us all, mate. The Magomed glaze will be all worth it when he's double champ Dougie. Mate, I'll be able to say I've been a fan of Magomed since 2024. I never doubted him. Mark Hunt had excellent striking. Looks like I'm being bullied into this one as well. So you think Mark Hunt? I guess this is where we're. All right, fine. I guess we're doing Mark Hunt. Okay, fine. But we're gonna do Mark Hunt, and then after we do Mark Hunt, I'm gonna bring up Cyril Gahn and Tom Aspinall, and you guys can fucking argue about that. Or, like, you wanna do Mark Hunt? We'll do Mark Hunt. Fine. I don't know why. I wouldn't do it, but you want to do it, then we'll do it. All right, it's not my chat. I just hosted this fucking thing. I just host this shit. I don't fucking get to control what goes on this channel. That's past me now. This is just chat's channel, and I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck bloody hosting it. All right, Mark Hunt. He beat Prime Cocrop in Pride with fucking soccer kicks and everything. Tony needs to fight BSD. Tony will die, Magomed. Tony will die. and an almost pure stand-up fight. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Tony at B tier is terrible. I didn't listen. MMA Guru's Padwork. I bribed my way to get Tony there. This is how the best tier lists in the world are made. Prime Tony deserves B, but current Tony deserves D tier. Current Tony did put hands on Chandler, who is about to be a BMF champion. Carlos Condit up next. Ben Askren is S tier, best striker we've ever been blessed to witness. Thanks, casual. Thanks for that. Current Tony is F tier. Current Tony should get booted off the list. Tony almost got TKO'd by Paddy Pimblett. I know, dude. I know. You got a Discord? I do have a Discord. If you scroll down, if you scroll down, if you look in the, what am I trying to say, chat? You know what I'm trying to say. The description of this video, there's a Discord in there. Current Tony ain't even on the list, man. I know. He's new here. Tony might have won one round against Chandler, put him in S tier. If he wins one round against Chandler, he goes in S tier. Brazil to you. Mark Hunt E tier, just Samoan chin and an overhand. I mean, this is what I was thinking. Like, Mark Hunt is not an S tier striker, man. You're tripping, Axel. Dougie, UFC weigh-ins going on right now. Holy shit! Should I watch the weigh-ins and should we react to them? Oh yeah, my phone just buzzed. Should I react to the weigh-ins? Chat, should I react to the weigh-ins or keep going with this? Let me know. You guys have it. Yes. And then we can come back to this. No. It's 11 p.m. What does that got to do with anything, Cheddar Head? The next tier list, can you do the best versus the worst chins? Luke, Rockhold, and Garbrandt S tier. Yes, LR. Fucking yes, we can do that, mate, for sure. He didn't even go down to a soccer kick or anything. True, brother. Salve to you, Edmar Ferreira. Can you please subscribe to the channel? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before the middle of July, so that would be awesome. Andy's small for a heavyweight. Floor, Mir, Nelson, and Struve. Hunt or Derek Lewis? Ooh, shit. I would say Hunt, man. I think Hunt would beat the piss out of Lewis. Hunt is way better than Lewis, and he had a good clinch. Yeah, I'm with TCW on this one, man. It's 11 p.m. Oh yeah, it's in Arabia, mate. Ben Askren spinning back fist is lethal. Meyer is lucky he'd been missed. That's true. Meyer is lucky Ben missed. True, casual. And change the stream title. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, guys, 58. How many people voted? 12 votes, 58%. How many people are actually watching the stream? Is this a fair representation? 15 people are watching the stream. Fine, let's go watch the weigh-ins together, chat. Done. And we will come back to this, I guess. So what am I going to do? I'm gonna quickly just rearrange the stream by hiding that. And I will go here, I guess. That's ugly, but that's what it is. And chat, you can go here, I guess. And then I need to go over to YouTube. I need to make sure the desktop audio is turned off. And back over to YouTube and then go to UFC. Weigh-ins. No, just go to UFC.com. Just go to the UFC.com. Just go to the UFC. I'm coming, chat. I'm coming back. UFC. Upcoming. Still says upcoming for me. Notify me. It says the ceremonial weigh-ins are live in 9 hours, by the way, guys. So I don't know what is going on here. We can continue the video tomorrow if we don't finish. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll be right. We'll be right. Have it on while you do this to stretch out your content. Mate, Dougie, we got content for days, brother. Don't worry, man. Rockhold's chin isn't bad. He just has an ass defense. I mean, His chin is pretty bad, dude. His print is shitty bad. Who isn't getting flatlined for Yoel Romero? Make Monk's Hunt Make Mark Hunt's head smaller and put the weigh-ins next to the tier list. If I show it on YouTube, Cheddarhead, you know the video won't be able to go up. Hunt already beat Lewis. Did he? Jeez, that's old school. Did he? He did. He beat the shit out of Lewis. There we go. Whitaker is going to KO your boy Ikram. G'day, not the AM, bro. He's not my boy. What are we doing? I'm in Vic. I'd be down to join this debate. I'm in Vic, to be honest. I'm in VC. You're in VC. To be honest, I'll be down to join it. Oh, you're in voice chat. Nice, man. Nice. In the Discord? Cool, cool, cool. I think we'll leave it like this for now, dude. Brother, Whitaker ready. Ikram need to do IV at the weigh-in. Yeah, Whitaker looks like smooth, cruise control. Like, he is chilling, man. Paddy Pimblett versus Prime undefeated Ben Askren in a Muay Thai match. Paddy Pimblett versus a Prime undefeated Ben Askren in a Muay Thai match. In a Muay Thai match? Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett, man. Pennington next. When she fights, I hear the cartoon slip and crash sound effect in my head. Pennington next. When she oh yeah, as on the tier list, mate, she is horrible to watch strike. Horrible. I'm praying Rob wins. I always like seeing a Russian lose. That's why Islam versus Arman is a win-win. You always like seeing a Russian lose? Why, man? That's why Islam versus Arman is. Why do you always like seeing a Russian lose, casual? I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing IVs in Saudi Arabia. The actual weigh-ins are live on another channel. What is the channel homework? As a Brit, I can confirm Askren would smoke Paddy in Muay Thai. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. MMA Crazy is streaming it. Okay, let's have a look. But how come the UFC says it isn't for another 9 hours? Oh, that's the ceremonial weigh-ins. This is the actual weigh-ins. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Cool. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yep. Shara didn't step on the scales yet. Ikram looking game ready. Yeah, no one's on the scales for me yet, but I'm with you guys. I'm here. Yeah, fair. A would be for Hump too. I'd accept A. Lewis as an S or a D tier. Derek Lewis, I'm going to put as a D tier. TCW Entertainment. Derek Lewis, I'm going to put it at D tier. Yes, he has got one punch knockout power, but everything around Derek Lewis is just shit to me. Even like when he gets hit, he has got an anti-chin. And what I mean by that is when he gets hit, he actively rolls onto the ground and makes himself look like he's getting knocked out. Yeah, I think, guys, okay, now that I know that we're actually doing the weigh-ins, not the ceremonial weigh-ins, I got my time zones mixed up. Yeah, let's go back to the tier list, and I'll just check shit out as we bounce between the two of them. So let me bring the tier list back up. All right, and Mark Hunt, I think. So where do we end up putting up Mark Hunt? A tier? A tier. A tier for Mark Hunt. Good on you, Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt. Let's get some volume over here on the weigh-ins. Nice, man. All right, I'm back, chat. I'm back. Amanda Nunes. He shows up with no intellect or tactics as far as the striking goes. Do you think Dalby will upset Renat? Because I think he will. I do not think he will, Anakin. I think Renat Kretinov has got this. And he is part of the mega parlay we built on the live stream a couple of days ago called Fight Radio, where we put together a 10-leg parlay, a 5-leg parlay. Pretty much turned the entire card into a parlay, brother. Yeah, we can do Amanda Nunes next. Honestly, not high. Whitaker is an A or an S tier, not an S tier. I meant to say Lewis is a C or a D. Well, now that we've done the heavyweights, I did say I'm going to make you guys do this next. So if you're going to put Mark Hunt as an A tier, now this is striking, right? This ain't MMA, you know, like I know he's wrestling as dog shit, but we're talking striking for a reason. UFC 1 is ceremonial. Yes, yeah, I'm with you now. I'm telling you, man, Ben Askren is so bad at striking that it makes him good. He took a dive against Jake, otherwise he would have wiped his ass with Jake Paul. I don't think so. Yog, what's up, man? How you going? How you going? You are such a Ben Askren diehard. It's insane, man. No UFC weigh-in show. Arabia doesn't want Lorisenko's big old teeth sucking down the beers during the weigh-ins. Isn't that for before the commercial weigh-ins, the weigh-in show? Isn't that before the ceremonial ones? How right am I when I assume Magomed Makalaev is married to his cousin, like the rest of the fighters, ending with an Ev next to their last names? I mean, he's in the chat. Ask him, brother Magomed, are you married to your cousin? Hunt is going into F tier. I've been bullied heavily by the chat, not the AM, bro. Heavily bullied by the chat. There should be two versions of Max on this list. The locked-in Max is an SS tier, unbeatable in striking. Regular Max, you can decide. Yeah, we'll get to Max Holloway. Believe that. Amanda Nunes, D tier for sure, mate. Gordon Levitt. Jordan Levitt, yeah, low. He's all jiu-jitsu, man. Cyril Gahn goes in A tier. He would have been S, but in my opinion, the dude got dropped by Tubby Lunkins' tie to Ivasa. I fucking love that argument, Homework. I love that argument, man. I love that argument. Like, he should be in S tier, but you cannot get dropped by Taito Ivasa and be in S tier. Although Taito Ivasa's, like, all striking. This is what I mean by heavyweight. Just dog shit. What if we put Cyril Gahn right at the end of S tier? Like right at the lowest end of S tier. Could we live with that? Would that be acceptable to everybody? I think that's good for Cyril Gahn because he is obviously one of the best strikers in heavyweight and is a damn good kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter in his own regard. To get dropped by Taito Ivasa, I mean, if he dinks you, he sinks you, you know? So it's not that hard. Considering I hate Kroshnevers, it's strange that I like Askren. Yeah, you seem rather racist towards Eastern Europeans, casual. And considering that I am half Eastern European, what are you doing here, mate? I keep forgetting that you have an actual fighter in your chat. I know, we have the actual Magomed Ankalaev. We've made it, boys. Top of the list. Cyril Gahn needs to get C tier because he's a cunt. Unfortunately, being a cunt doesn't change whether or not you're a good striker, Cheddarhead. In fact, it might make you a better striker being a cunt. So he might move up the list because he's a cunt, Cheddarhead. Did you consider that, mate? A tier got dropped by Big Tubby. Okay. Keep it in the family. We should. Jesus. Pound for pound, Gahn is one of the best strikers in MMA. I think so. I think he is, man. I think he's a fucking brilliant striker, dude. Aspinall and Pavlovich destroy the Frenchie movie star. They do, man. They do. But this all started because TCW wanted to start talking old school heavyweight Mark Hunt. And they're like way better heavyweights with the striking nowadays. So we got to get into this. Gahn is a heavyweight with where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah. Brother, I know Maddie, brother. I in Dagestan, #1 bachelor. All goats look up to me, brother. Gahn is a heavyweight with little power, but clean, crisp, pretty striking. I will say Gahn does get points for making Francis look like a fool on the feet. That's easy to do, though, Homework, isn't it? Like, Francis Ngannou is just charged forward power. Not Eastern Europeans, just Russians. All Eastern Europeans are Russians, casual. Fun fact about the world. Gahn is S or high. Yeah, I'm going to put low S tier and then just have him one ranking above the very last because he's a cunt and Cheddarhead made me giggle. Gahn is mid, to be honest. Well, Mo, you're going to have to give me a better argument than just Gahn is mid, brother. Conor McGregor, still pound for pound #1. Trevor James. Trevor, haven't seen you around the channel before, man. Can you please subscribe? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. Once I get to 1,000 subs, I no longer have to do this vertical stream bullshit. We can start doing full stream streams. So help me out, brother. I fucking love Australians. I fucking love you, cunt. I fucking love you, mate. You're a fucking legendary cunt. You are. How many peak strikers had he had to get through? Are you talking Conor McGregor? No, who are you talking? I don't know who you're talking. Oh, you're talking TCW. You're probably talking Cyril Gahn, the person we're all talking about. Shedderhead, seeing Gahn as S tier and Jones as C tier is just odd. Yeah, but John Jones' striking is bad, Shedderhead. Like, John Jones is a brilliant MMA fighter who always finds a way to beat his opponent somehow. But his clean stand-up striking, defensively, offensively, is not that good, man. Francis was injured. True, Francis had no knees. Magomed and Goliath loves a go. Brother, no better striker than JDM. Connor in B tier, maybe A tier. I'd put old Connor in A tier, current Connor in B tier. Dougie's Corner, his competition is low, but his claim to fame is outstriking Ngannou. I guess in the UFC, but outside of the UFC, he did a lot of work in kickboxing, if I may bring that up, and Muay Thai. Like, he did damn good. I have already subbed. Thank you, Trevor. Good on you, man. And fat heavyweights, he hasn't really been tested. As far as Gahn, yeah, Jones raped him, literally, yeah, but like with wrestling, not with striking. I know Russians are Eastern Europeans, but I don't mind Belarus, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Moldova, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, and Ukraine. Yeah, all Russian states. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, Western Russia. I hear you. Pinned him down and invoked his will, and Gahn landed no hits to stop him. This is a good argument from Mo. Man, we're having a real, you know what? Mo did some hard work there, chat. Mo did some really good work there. Really, really good work. Really good work. This is what I like. This is what I like in the S tier. This is what I like about these tier list streams. Like, when people can put together a damn good argument like that one, I'll move shit around. Go and beat Rogerson Strike and Volkov, so he's a solid A tier. I think he's at the top of A tier, boys. I think he's at the top of A tier. Because I'd say Hunt had to fight rougher heavyweights for striking. Rougher, but not as clean, I would say, TCW. 2016, McGregor is the best striker of all time. Finally, Padwork, we can agree on something, bro. Finally, you and I are locked in on this one. Conor McGregor, 2016, when he just had the timing and the striking. When he won the double belt, was that 2016? Who cares? When he won the second belt, oh my God. Oh, just oh my God. His striking was so good. I just don't like Russian fighters. Fair enough, casual. It's all good, man. This is just a striking tier list. This is just a striking tier list. I beat Gahn, brother. Gahn pussycat fighter. Thanks, Michael, man. Dougie, I saw Gahn on his Instagram shadowboxing in grey sweatpants and freeballing. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I'd leave him to the D tier, if you know what I mean. Axel, click off that, mate, because your feed is going to get all fucked up with the grey sweatpants going on. Prime Connor got rocked by Nate Diaz, then immediately got finished. That was 3 weight classes up, Toad, to be fair. All right? Only joking, I really respect Magomed. Yeah, we love Magomed. We love the banter. But D, what are you saying? Rosenstrike. Yeah, what about it, Mo? You motherfucker, I'm a certified Russian hater. Let's just Kiev it at that. Let's just Kiev it at that. How is Rosenstrike the standard Mo is going off? Firstly, he's even A tier. Gahn is the bottom of A tier. And honestly, Izzy is a better striker than Gahn. Would you put Gahn in front of Izzy? Ask yourself that. I would put Gahn in front of Izzy. Oh, Jesus. Doug, I would love to see where Wonder Boy ranks. You got it, homework. Wonder Boy's coming up. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power? Wonder Boy, won't you take me far away? All right, Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. What is the secret of your power? All right, Wonder Boy chat. Where do we put him? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? My top three strikers in the UFC right now are O'Malley, Holloway, and yeah, I do think we need to start filling out this S tier. And O'Malley and Holloway are definitely going up there. Are definitely going up there, casual. Israel needs to be A tier if I'm honest, brother. Israel Adesanya? Oh, I don't think so, dude. I think he's good at one range. I think his overall striking isn't that good, Magomed. Can we say Rosen is cleaner than JDS or Crocop? Not Crocop. Not Crocop. Rosenstrike did land every counter strike while moving backwards on Ngannou. He only got KO'd by when he ran out of the room in the cage. Fair. Do Zabit. Israel is technical. I think Zabit is in A. I can't pull up my mind of Zabit's fights that much right now, TW. Can you imagine how bad the bill? Okay. All right. Chill the fuck out, mate. Thank you. You're welcome, bro. Also need to be on the list. Dude was an animal. Aldo does need to be on the list for sure, man. The cap's like, yeah, dude. Izzy should be at least A tier because of how much he's accomplished with only his striking. This is a good idea, Toad. Toad, we might get back to. We might be talking. We might have to rearrange where Izzy goes. We might have to just put Izzy down here for now to remind me to get back to Izzy after we finish with Wonder Boy. Ferguson's a bit too high. It feels like it now, doesn't it? Now that we're starting to fill this out. Brother, Dagestani wait happy time. No Diddy. Everyone, all boys, Dagestani brothers. It's time to cut weight. Everybody get in bathtub. Okay? No towels, no briefs, nothing. We get in bathtub, we wrestle. We wrestle in the heat. We sweat this out. And then IVs for everybody. CM Punk deserves to be an honorable mention. Yes. CM Punk can definitely go on the list after Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy is S tier. I'm liking to start off that with Wonder Boy. Yep. I think Holloway is an A tier. Wonder Boy is an S tier. Yeah, I think Wonder Boy is an S tier. S tier, S tier. I think Holloway is A. Wonder Boy is an S. This is easy. Everyone agrees. Wonder Boy is going to an S tier. Good on you, Wonder Boy. I think Holloway is 80. Now, let's just bang this one out real quick, chat. You and me, chat. Let's just bang this one out. We'll do this one real quick and easy. Do this one really quick and easy, just like the girls my brother finds on the weekend. Real quick and easy. Really quick and easy, just like the girls at the bus stop in high school. Really quick and easy. Just a real quick, easy one. Just like making a video, bagging MMA Joey. Just really quick and easy. Nothing hard about this. Nothing hard about this at all. Just like John Jones's dick when he sees his wife. Yep. CM Punk, obviously, going at the bottom of the list. There we go, chat. That one's just for you. Now, Izzy. I think Izzy, we do have to move him to the back of A tier. I do think we have to move Izzy to the back of A tier. I think that's where he has to go. I feel bad for everything that I've done, which means Islam Makhachev, Justin Gaethje, Tony Ferguson can all move up on B tier. CM Punk is S tier. CM Punk is definitely going at the very back of D tier. Very back of D tier. That's disrespectful as fuck. It is what it is, mate. Wonder Boy's S tier. What have I missed out on? I thought this was a democracy. Dictator. Yeah, it's a dictatorship. What about Nikita Krylov? I was watching back some Nikita Krylov fights today, actually. Adesanya is ST, brother. No, he isn't. He's good at one range. That's his range only. If it's not played at his range, we can't have him in as S tier. We cannot. So let's start to bang out some of the easy ones, guys. Just like down at the bus stop. Let's start to really bang out some of the easy ones. Where are we at? Max Holloway. Max Holloway. Right? How dare I not preload these? Right? This one's easy as shit. But this is where it's going to start to get interesting, right? Because we're going to do Max Holloway, and then right after we do Max Holloway, we are going to do Ilia Topuria. And then we can really get into an argument. Then we can really fucking see where shit goes. Once we put Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria next to each other, I think what we'll do is we'll bring up Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway at the same time. What do you reckon, chat? I agree with myself as I don't look at the chat. I say to myself. Izzy is just above B tier for what he did to that dog. I mean, he definitely got some strikes landed on that dog. Definitely. Adesanya is S tier? No, he's not. It's not a cap. He's not S tier. We discussed it. We broke it down at the start of the stream. Why? We broke it down. And he's definitely not S tier. He gets hit too much, and he only is very, very good in his own range. Okay, Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway. Where are they going to go, chat? Dougie, I'm telling you, you should do two versions of Max. Regular Max that got schooled by Volk, and locked in Max that battered Qatar, Zombie, Gaethje, Ellen, etc. Allen. Unfortunately, this is all we got homework. All right, as you can see, we're running out of room on the list. My tongue is starting to give up on me, isn't it? We're running out of room on the list. Lucky we didn't just stick to watching the weigh-ins because nothing has happened since we started talking about them, man. Not surprised that Dougie is a YouTube goat. I'm definitely subbing on my alt account. Oh, thank you, Doug's memo. Thank you. Can we please get done with these vertical streams? Please, boys. Cheddarhead, can you go pay some homeless people on the street to go and sub to the channel, man? Like, help me out, brother. First two fights with Volk were competitive. Third fight was a schooling. Thank you for bringing that up, actually, Cheddarhead. Speaking of Cheddarhead, probably because I saw your name there, man. The second fight, some with Volk, some people call that one a robbery. The first fight as well. Like, it was very, very, very competitive. Very competitive. Nikita Krylov KO Johnny Walker and Gustafsson, brother. Yeah, but Magomed. I could KO Johnny Walker. The wind could KO Johnny Walker. If a seagull came and grabbed a chip out of Walker's hand and its feather hit him on the face, that'd fucking knock him out, man. Ilia is B tier, mid. Whoa! Why? Man. Strickland proved Izzy is an S tier worth. Yep. Holloway is A tier. Volk is S tier. Holloway is A tier. Volk is S tier. I like that one. I mean, maybe not anymore. It's like the Toad. It's probably like the what am I trying to say? Tony Ferguson effect. You know what I mean? Like Volk at one point in time was S tier, but now is he too slow? Is he too chinny? Is he got too much of the fucking, what is Israel Adesanya's camp called? CKB gym, where it's too much forward and backward and he's not as elusive as he used to be anymore. One fight, brother. Rematch Strickland, getting burned. No. Strickland beats him 9 times out of 10. Whitaker was having success with him on the feet once he chose to press him. Jan had success with him on the feet when he chose to press him. Like, Israel Adesanya is a very good striker when he is allowed to play at his own range and pick and choose his shots. Very, very good at dodging strikes when they're coming from the right range. Very good at putting the angled strike on a person when they're coming from the right range. When he gets pressed, like Jan did, like Whitaker did, like Strickland did, and like Strickland will do again, he crumbles because he can't set up his long combinations. So Israel Adesanya, I'm happy to put it A tier, but that's as far as he goes. But thank you for trying. Why? I appreciate it. B tier for Holloway, A tier for Ilia. That's going to piss chat off. Ilia overrated striking, in my opinion. Washed Volk was winning against him until he wasn't. Good point, homework. Ilia. Volk fought weird against Ilia. He seemed hesitant, not taking anything away from Ilia, though. Yeah, probably because he had just been chinned. There was so much on the line. If Max's chin wasn't goated, he would have been cut from the UFC. Striking is not great, just a lot of volume, no head movement for the most part. How do you rank Khabib? Very low, Magomed. We'll get to that. To me, the chin is part of striking. I mean, it is part of it, but I think if we're going to rank the cleanest strikers in the world, we should be doing it from like a point of who can do the most damage without getting hit, offensive and defensive. Like if your chin is getting tested, your striking is failing, I think, to me. Having a good chin is a huge attribute in striking. But what do you think about what I just said, Jedhead? Do you think that is a good point? Like if you're gonna be a good striker, you should be not getting hit. Like Aspinall, like constantly moving that chin backwards just enough. Don't come up with excuses for Volk against Ilya. Let me cope, Padwork. Let me fucking cope, mate. Khabib has low B tier. He doesn't have striking. His striking is decently fundamental. I give Khabib a lot of shit for his striking until you go and watch the Conor McGregor one and he puts a hand on Conor McGregor. So it's the same thing as like they're allowed to get away. Let me say it like this, TCW. They're allowed to get away with lots of ugly striking because their takedown is such a threat. Does that make sense? He hasn't fought enough guys to accurately put him on the list, but Shara Bullet's kicks are fucking insane. Yeah, we don't know. We don't have enough information yet, Toad. Not enough information has been gathered. He's got a good enough defense. Most guys that touch him are just heavy hitters, like Johnson, Dustin, and Barboza. Most guys that touch him just are heavy hitters, like Johnson. Oh, you're talking about Khabib. Conor was petrified of getting taken down. That's what I think, man. The chin is not a part of striking, though. It's called protecting the chin. Yeah, that Padwork. That's what I was saying before, man. Like, it's good that you have a good chin, but to be a good, clean striker, it's about damage, 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 step back, out of the way. Damage, 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 step back, out of the way. You don't want to be, if your chin is getting tested, then your striking is starting to get sloppy. If it's a good chin, this impact striking, Valentina is an S tier. Valentina does belong on the list. Yep. We should start getting some of the girls on here. We should. All right, let us finish up chat with Ilya Topuria and Max Holloway. I don't give a fuck what anyone's argument is. Max Holloway is going in S tier. I will not be moved from that. Max Holloway is going in S tier. Maybe we need to do this. Do we put Ilya up? I mean, Ilya outstruck Volk. It is what it is. So does it go like this? Then it goes Ilya. And then it goes... I'm coming back, chat. You know I'm coming back. Wonder Boy. Huh. That's weird. What do you mean you're working on it? Why can't I get to any of my bloody... Boom. Huh. 1 second, chat. Where are we? If the chin is good, this impacts striking, takedown, and aggressiveness. If the chin is good, this impacts striking, takedown, and aggressiveness. Valentina is S for a female. Jesus, leave the women out. We all know who the best striker is. Who is it? Islam. What's up, dude? No, you're B tier, mate. How you going? Holloway is A tier. They all have shit technique. Boo. Holloway's an A tier. You don't like Holloway being an S tier? Holloway in S tier is fair. I think so. Hey, Udai, what's up, brother? How you going, man? It was good. It was a good stream last night. It was pretty much just me, Udai, and homework. It was good, man. Holloway was getting why isn't my shit working? Uh-oh. Something bad is happening here. Oh, there we go. That needs to get deleted. Nice. Wonder Boy. There we go. Yeah. Holloway was getting busted up by Aldo. His chin is the only thing that saved him. Do you not think Guru? dear MMA Guru's pad work, do you not think if we are going to be ranking Tony Ferguson for getting worse over time, we have to be being fair and ranking Max Holloway for getting better over time? Like, for people who are retired from the UFC, I'm happy to talk about them in their prime. But for people who are still in the UFC and who have decided not to retire, surely we got to be talking about them like where they are currently in the division, yeah? Bobby King Green, Paul Craig, S tier. Paul Craig in S tier. I'll give all my customers free drugs if they subscribe. My homie Douglas just told me about this channel. I'm not Douglas, as you can call me by my name. Not Douglas's memo. Nice, mate. Thank you. How many subs we got left, man? Anthony Smith or Juliana Pena? Yeah, Juliana Pena wins that fight 9 times out of 10. Wins that fight 9 times out of 10. So I'm going to let you guys decide this one, right? Volk, yeah? Considering that he's been knocked out twice, I don't think we can put him in S tier anymore. I think he's fallen off. Yeah, but I don't know where to put him, honestly. I don't know where to put him. Like, is he still in A tier? Then just think about, like, where he is today. Where is Alexander Volkanovski today, now that he's had his bloody head kicked in, mate? Who are some other people that we're putting in there? Oh, where's my list? I had a list of what you guys have been. Oh, Pereira. How have I not put Pereira in here yet? What, mate? Who does a tier list about the best strikers in the UFC and doesn't put Alex Pereira on there? Just shameful. Honestly, just a shameful, shameful man. Who would win in a kickboxing fight, Paul Craig or Yair Rodriguez? That's a hard question. You know, Paul Craig has got the length and the reach, but Yair Rodriguez would beat the shit out of him because Paul Craig has no striking at all. Paul Craig can go down next to CM Punk. CM Punk takes Anthony Smith to a split decision. It's possible. It's possible. Click on it. Casual. Guru's pad work. No, like I said, Tony's striking was never amazing. It was just his toughness and his cardio. I guess a lot of the damage that Tony did was with like ground and pounded elbows or like step in spinning elbows. And yeah, I guess he did get hit a lot, pad work. You're not wrong, man. He did get hit a lot. So yeah, that's a good point. And it was just like people would hit Tony and he would just smile at them and then spin and smack him with a sharp elbow. So yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying, man. I can respect that. Yeah. When Magomed Ankalaev beats Pereira, he will automatically be S tier, inshallah. You know, pound for pound. I think when Magomed Ankalaev fights Pereira, I'm going 100% in on Magomed Ankalaev, just because of how often he's here in the chat, and I've fully fallen into. That's why I ranked so highly on the delusion list. I've started tricking myself into believing that he is the real Magomed Ankalaev. If Alex Pereira isn't S tier, I'm committing atrocities. What with a counter hook and a low kick, Mo? You're gonna put him in S tier because he has 2 striking moves? Come on, Mo. Come on. Inshallah, inshallah. Magomed will be brutally slept by Alex out cold. We'll see. Aldo is an S or A. Yes, Aldo. We'll bring him up next, man. Aldo. Well, no, we're gonna do Pereira, then we're gonna do Aldo. But let's get through Volk first. Aldo is fucking right up there. I'd be putting Aldo in there. I'm definitely repping Magomed if he prime Tony's elbows. I know, good memories, good memory. Okay, so we're pretty happy that Volk should go in A tier. Pretty happy he should go in A tier. Is Volk a better striker than Israel Adesanya? Yes, I think he is. I think Izzy could be a high B tier striker. So yes, I think it is. He better than Chuck Liddell? Yes, I think he is. Is he better than Magomed Ankalaev? Mm, yes, I think he is. Is he better than Mark Hunt? Yes, I think he is. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, let's move everybody around there. Yeah, that feels good. That feels right. Yeah, that feels right. That feels good. That feels good. Mm, yeah, that feels. Yeah. That's it. Pereira. I don't even like O'Malley, but crazy that we haven't done him yet. It is. You're not wrong, homework. You're not wrong. Um, Pure striking Izzy would be better, but not for MMA. Yeah, but we got to take their striking, which is like these tier lists are so when you're not doing a video where you're just doing a locked in tier list where you're arguing with yourself, but you're doing like a live tier list arguing with you guys or at least discussing it with you guys. TCW will say something like pure striking Izzy would be better, but not for MMA. And then Mo will talk about Cyril Gahn striking, and I'll be like, yeah, but all the kickboxing fights and MMA fights that he had outside of the UFC brings him up higher on the list. They're such a head fuck. brother, I become double champ. Hop on Magomed train while spot's still available. Magomed, only if I can sit in the front row, mate. I'm riding this train all the way through to double champness. Okay? I'm getting a Magomed t-shirt. If Magomed Ankalaev wins the championship out clean, we're going to the pub, chat. It's been said. It's been said. It's been said. We're going to the pub. It's a pub-worthy victory if Magomed Ankalaev wins the belt. Izzy got touched up by Kelvin. His striking is overrated by fellow animal abusers. Thank you. Another one for the Izzy one. Kelvin Gaston, Jan Blachowicz, Robert Whittaker in the second fight. Sean Strickland. Izzy is not the cleanest striker in the world. Aldo can't be higher than Max or Volk. That is fair, Axel. If we're taking his kickboxing career, it should be S tier, Mark and 2. Name one grappler that Pereira has faced. He's always fighting strikers. Guys named Magomed. He's coming for that belt. That's the way. Inshallah. It's a good divide. It's good to divide AK knowledge. It's good to divide AK knowledge. I'm gonna need you to expand that one, TCW. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's crazy is I'm not a fan of Izzy at all, but if I'm not being biased, the dude took hella rounds off Alex. Crazy, I'm not a fan of Izzy, but if I'm not being biased, the dude took hella rounds. He did well against this guy. The dude took hella rounds off Alex Pereira. He did well with Alex Pereira. He did damn well. If we're putting Pereira unanimously at S tier, then Izzy deserves to be at S or S plus because he K'd him and won a few rounds. This is the thing. Cheddarhead makes a damn good point. Like, if Pereira is here, then surely Izzy has to be just here. Surely. Especially, right, and I guess this might have been what TCW was saying before, right, with the kickboxing. Because Izzy and Pereira in kickboxing, like the first fight, Izzy lost it, but he sort of won it. Yeah? And the knockout in kickboxing, Izzy was winning it until he wasn't. Like, wherever we put Alex Pereira here, Izzy has to go here. Which is why I do believe this, chat. And you might get angry at me. And I can hear you clicking now. I don't think Alex Pereira's striking game overall is that goated. I think Alex Pereira has got a damn good counter and damn good low kicks. And people fall into his range and his style. What do we think about that? Pereira is one of my favorite fighters, but without his power, he literally wouldn't have a career. Fair. Izzy does shit against everyone else, but on the feet, he won a majority of the rounds against Alex. It's weird as fuck. This is what I mean, homework. Like, now we really have to start getting into this. Right? Pereira's power is S tier, but he was beating Alex. He's one of the luckiest fighters ever. I still think Pereira is overall still better. Izzy at A tier is a Robbie Ruby. He's arguably one of the best strikers in MMA ever. The feints, the stand switching, the KO speak for themselves. Dude KO'd Whittaker, Costa, and Alex Pereira. East Coast, we have done a lot of arguing over Izzy, so I appreciate you putting your 5 cents in. The stream has been going for an hour and 20 minutes. The stream has been going for an hour and 20 minutes. I appreciate your argument. Here's the thing. He got touched up by Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum beat the piss out of him. Really. His face was all fucked up. Jan Blachowicz beat the shit out of him. Pereira KO'd him. Robert Whittaker won the second fight with him and did damn well in striking. And Sean Strickland beat the piss out of him as well. Israel Adesanya's striking, all those things you're talking about, the feints, the stance switching, the KOs, all that is really good when you're exactly at his range. If you're not at his range, you can walk over it. You personally, East Coast, can walk over it. But obviously, now you might have picked up on this, right? With the photo that I used of Izzy, I might be biased. I'm just putting it out there. I'm willing to admit that I don't like him and I might be biased. Sergey missed weight, dude. I got the weigh-ins right here. He hasn't even come on yet. Oh, I've had it paused. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I've had the whole. No, I'm like, no one's come out yet because I've had it paused. I'm an idiot. Anyway, there goes Izzy. He's better at varying ranges, and Izzy is taking him down. Also, the fact that Izzy is the one who got the last laugh ranks Izzy higher, and the win is aging so well. I'm not putting Izzy higher than him. I'm not. Didn't Izzy control Pereira for almost a whole round? Like easy money for Magomed. Alex definitely has great striking. Otherwise, he wouldn't be a multi-division kickboxing champ and a two-time UFC champ. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Homework. I hear. I hear. I hear. I feel like Izzy and Alex should be connected together as daddy and daddy's son. Should Izzy be higher than Pereira since he has the last win? I don't like Izzy at all. I want to see him lose in every fight. Fair. Izzy is what pure striking John Jones would be with less clinch strength, and he has got better angles. True, man. True. Sergey Pavlovich just missed weight by how much? Sergey is on steroids. No one convinced me that he isn't. He's looking big, mate. I agree with Dougie. Izzy is definitely not S tier, and A tier would be my decision. I'm outraged. At least win an argument. It's 3-1. At least win an argument. It's 3-1. What are you talking about, bro? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about where I put Izzy? At least win an argument. Alex was starving from the weight cuts. Are you talking about this one here? I was just bringing it up as a conversation point. I think Alex Pereira is a better striker than Izzy. If you're getting furious at that, man. I was just bringing it up as a talking point. That argument, the argument of Izzy having the last win, yeah, yeah. I was just bringing it up as a talking point. I would put if I was to finish this one off myself, man, I'd put this one here like that. That's how I would finish it, bro. But I was just bringing it up as a talking point, purely on the fact co-main events weighing in now. Volkov's weighing in now. Who do you think is the worst striker in MMA history, men only? Right, was the last Gracie that we saw? Ryan Gracie. I mean, Volkov making weight isn't exactly like, is he gonna do it? Yes, obviously he's gonna make weight. I don't care if I'm trying to be honest. I'm a bigger fan of Alex than Izzy. I don't care. I'm trying to be honest. I'm a bigger fan of Alex than Izzy. Yeah, fair, 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 fair. I was joking about Sergey missing weight, but it looks like Aspinall KO has been motivating him in the gym. Yeah, he's fucking. I know. I just Toad. Like again, I'm trying to like read through everyone's comments. I'm like, oh, Alexander Volkov's making weight. Like, yeah, obviously Alexander Volkov's making weight. It's fucking heavyweight. Obviously he's making weight. Brother, watch when that KO Alex in Dubai. Kron Gracie, that's the one. Worst striking ever in the UFC. When Magomed wins, you have to buy a t-shirt off the UFC shirt and wear it proudly. Oh no. No, 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 no. Just no. I'm never buying merch off the UFC store. No. No. Even if I had fucking Elon Musk's money, no. 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 If I was being a dick to Izzy, I would put him in the S tier and put Izzy in the last tier, but I'm trying to be honest. Yeah, man. Crazy stats for you. Overeem has the best striking percentage in UFC history by almost 10% accurate. Crazy stat for you. Overeem has the best striking percentage in the UFC by almost 10% accuracy. That is fucking crazy. Get Paddy out of S tier. Paddy's not in S tier. We haven't done Paddy Pimlet yet. That's Wonder Boy. All right, chat. I've been going for an hour and a half. I'm starting to get tired, mate. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to get tired. But where are we at? Where are we at? An hour and a half? That isn't Patty? Yeah, that's Wonder Boy. Chat. Okay. There are some people that we have to get on this list before we wrap it up. So let's be really, really quick here. Let me get my names. Oh, yeah. Let's wrap this up before I go. Yep. The best striker in the UFC right now. Defensive, offensive, the best striker in the UFC right now. This is what I'm going to be ending with. We can come back and revisit this list later, guys. O'Malley for sure. What's wrong with the UFC store? I just bought a black and gold Islam walkout hoodie. There's nothing. Is there something I need to know? I just think it's a ripoff, mate. But you do you. Dustin AOS, Aldo ARS. I'm off to work. Take care. See you, casual. See you, man. Okay, where am I? Yes, I'm finishing off the tier list. This is who I think is the best striker in the UFC right now. And then we're going to wrap it up. Guys, I'm going to be waking up at fucking 4:30 in the morning on Sunday morning to watch UFC Abu Dhabi live. The main event, not the prelims, because the prelims start at 2 a.m. So if you would like to join me for that live stream, feel free to come and hang out. I'm going to be going live tomorrow because I don't have any work tomorrow on Saturday, which is good. So I'm going to go live tomorrow. So feel free to jump back on tomorrow at a more manageable time for the US viewers. Saudi Arabia, thank you, homework, thank you. As you can tell, I am getting cooked. So yeah, feel free to jump in for all that kind of stuff. But the S tier, the best striker in the UFC right now is clearly Sean O'Malley. He is S tier striking in the UFC right now. He's the best striker in the UFC right now. I am sorry that we didn't get to everybody that wanted to get talked about on this. I like doing these live tier lists. I think these are pretty good fun live streams. So as we get closer to 1,000, we can start to open up the screen a little bit more. Hopefully I can start to do a little bit longer live streams, but we can obviously revisit the best strikers in the UFC. We can save this one on my desktop and bring it up at another time, exactly where it is. So that's it for now, guys. I'm out of here. You all have a great night, a great day. Thank you so much for jumping on the stream and arguing with me over who the best striker in the UFC is. I will see you all later. Have a good night, man. It hurts because I don't like O'Malley, but he's damn good at striking. Also, never forget Munoz was winning. They're always winning until they're not. Never forget that homework. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Imam Etienne, brother. No more, brother. No more. I'm out of here. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. I'll see you all on the next stream.